to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay.
My name is Tori.
My name is Tyler. And today we have lots of new and exciting, fresh podcast topics for you to hear from us because as the masters of comedy, we know what heat to bring, when to bring it. So I have a question for you fine folks.
Hit me with it.
I wish you would have led with a little bit of break in that sentence, because I was going to totally lead into our totally original content tee. Tori, why don't you rip one of those out from the pod decks there and we'll get started.
Yeah. No, I'd like to keep the pod decks as far away from me as humanly possible.
Plus, we also don't want to ruin all of them, so that if people wanted to go to www.poddecks.com and use code SWORDWATCH, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off their first order, they can do that without having them all spoiled for them.
Now, do you guys want to do... I have two things we can start with, okay? I'm giving you options. This is a choose-your-own-adventure podcast.
I was literally just about to say it's a choose-your-own-adventure.
Do you want to start with a personal question, like figure out something in my personal life, or do you want to start with a hypothetical?
Let's start hypothetical. I think I need to warm up those chops before I try and help you do something that you might actually do.
Yeah, true. Because when I do bring things up on the podcast, it's not, oh, I'm just doing this for a joke. I do take this into my real life, and it never goes well.
And if people say, why did you do that? Why would you act that way? You just show them the podcast and go, they said.
I have a question here, and I got this from Twitter because I thought this was so fucking funny, and I feel like we have to talk about this. So this comes from someone on Twitter, the @name @Cal_GIF, and it is GIF, okay?
It's GIF, but okay.
The question is...
there's an old English pronunciation of it called GIF. I think that one's the worst.
I had the rug right under me.
Yeah, you were ready. You were ready for blast off like you were SpaceX rocket.
Yeah, like Tay, you took the rug and didn't just sweep it out. You launched it into space.
Yeah,
I'm never going to get my footing
None
back.
of the astronauts were on, and Tay's just yelling with a megaphone, I know something.
And the thing is that
it's not even a fun fact, Tay. It's just a fact. It's just something you had in your brain.
I'm never going to touch solid ground again.
I'm podcast blood is flowing.
I am in fucking space right now. I'll never find my footing. Well, that's about all the time we have then, I guess.
I think we've established that this is an episode that maybe should just kind of stop while it's ahead.
Yeah.
We did our sponsorship. Let's maybe get out before it gets too rough.
Yeah. Anywho, this comes from Twitter, and this question was so fucking funny that I feel like we have to discuss this because it's well suited for us. What modern thing would kill a Victorian child? Like, what thing from our time, if we gave it or if we showed it, it can be anything, a physical object, an idea. What could we give a Victorian child that would just fucking kill them? My instant thought was vape.
Vape would do, but there's a lot of soot in them little lungs, because they are chimney sweeps. Every one of them.
That's true.
I think it's a rite of passage.
I was thinking you hand them the dab pen and they don't even get high. They just instantly fucking collapse dead. But maybe their lungs are just so like they hit it and they're like, they don't even cough. They're just like, yeah, okay.
It's either like severely damaged respiratory system or extremely strong, good respiratory system.
So you know how like food back in the day was like really bland and gross because they only had salt to season things? I'm pretty sure if you handed a Victorian kid a warhead, they might just die.
Hey, Tyler, you said a dab pen. How about you hand him a bottle of the last dab?
Oh my God.
Sean Evans' great creation.
So anything with like a really intense flavor, I'm pretty sure would kill a Victorian child because their brain would go into shock.
Yeah, like that's the thing is that they have no like knowledge to pull from it. So I feel like they would go instant panic attack because they have no prior expertise to like pull from of, oh, this is sour. They're just like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck?
Oh, blimey, it's getting to me, mate.
Their blood becomes 50% citric acid.
They would eat something like, it doesn't even have to be that hot. It just would have to be like medium salsa, and they'd be like, I think my insides are becoming my outsides.
Or a fireball candy.
A really mild hot sauce like Cholula or something, like something that's more savory than hot, and they're like, is this what hell feels like, Papa? Am I in hell, Papa? Papa, I feel the fire's burning inside me. I can't quite do anything.
Have I sinned, Papa? I've been such a good boy.
Mourn me, Papa. Carry on my legacy, Papa.
Don't forget me, Papa.
Papa, no amount of days in the chimneys could have prepared me for this hellish fire. Sure, I've stepped in fire before, but I've never had fire burning in me insides, Papa.
You've burnt me on the outside when I misbehave, Papa, but never on the inside.
Oh, Papa, what have I done?
What about a drone? Would that kill a kid?
A what?
A drone, like a DJI.
Okay,
Like
I was
a
gonna say,
flying thing?
I thought you meant like a predator drone.
Oh, no,
like,
not a predator drone.
It kills kids to this day in other countries.
It's one of the best at the job.
Right
Yeah.
now, it's probably killing kids.
Its kid per capita is pretty large. No, but I'm talking like a little DJI drone, you know, like you hand the controls to the kid. He's not going to understand what's going to happen with it. And he just rams it right into his fucking skull and it hemorrhages his brain or something.
Yeah, what outside of food? Like, is there anything that's such an insane concept
Yeah.
for someone born in Victoria that they
Yeah.
see it and just keel over?
Hentai.
I swear to God, you hand a Victorian child the fucking Duke and have him play Halo 2, they're gonna die.
I'm really glad we just kind of blew past mine.
Their brain just would not understand, like, a gun. The brain wouldn't understand a gun. It wouldn't understand aliens. It wouldn't understand, like, flight. It would just be like, and the images being like flashed into their brain, they'd go into epileptic shock immediately.
to make it easier for us with like a smaller unit, instead of setting back like a TV and an Xbox and Halo, just give them a Game Boy with Pokemon on it. That'll blow their world
True.
apart. But is it so family friendly that it wouldn't kill them?
Wait,
Yeah, but our goal isn't let's make this Victorian child's life better. Our goal is how do we kill this Victorian child
You're
with
right.
just an idea, essentially.
what about Tinder? One, there's going to be a lot of layers to this, but one, they get to actually touch the screen and it does something. I'm pretty sure right there, 90% of them are dead.
Yeah.
But then it's like select who you would like to mate with.
And they might text you back, but you got to match first. And then the sheer crushing realization that they'll never get a match ever will be enough to kill them.
Oh, so we introduce them to depression.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we introduce depression to this Victorian
Social media
child.
based
Yeah,
depression.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess for that note, it's Instagram, right? Because that little Victorian kid will see, you know, his rich fellow Victorian kid being like, "No, Mama, I've had too much caviar today," and the
Because
poor
they
kid,
have no idea how the
Yeah.
people in castles live. And then to see that reality, I was going to say it would kill them because usually you have to like slowly introduce the concept of self-hatred. But like if we really just hemorrhage that right away, it might not just keel over and die. They might just kill themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
While they're sweeping chimneys one day, they just jump off.
I think that does count, yeah. If they commit suicide, it does count as that modern thing did kill them. I want to think of like an idea that would kill them. Like something just so out of their world. Like what's an idea that we just take for granted, that just crosses our mind 1,000 times a day? We never think twice.
What about the idea that one of the most popular and profitable franchises is worshipping and glorifying witches and wizardry?
Oh, that's good. Like if
That's
we
good.
introduce them to witches as like popular and cool,
Yeah.
they're just gonna have an
Well, cool,
aneurysm.
but popular, yes.
I think just the idea of a rave might do it too. Like, you're telling me that this electronic box produces noises so loud that the people around it can't do anything but dance in the dark with flashing lights.
I
Also
got it.
drugs.
Papa, it's the plague of lights.
I
Papa,
got
the
it.
bass, it's too fat.
That's what I was gonna say. If you throw a 40 hertz sine wave at them, they're gonna fucking explode. Like their heart is just gonna stop because it's never felt bass before.
It's
You
never had that
introduce a
frequency with it.
Yeah, that frequency alone, it would just like implode them.
Yeah.
I love killing this Victorian child. I feel like this would be a great video game. Like,
Just how, like 1,000 ways to kill a Victorian child.
yeah. Like the whole goal of the game is it's a lot like Happy Wheels, where like you have certain items and you
yeah,
have to like
that's-
drop them in front of the Victorian child and kind of guide him to use it.
Yeah.
And your goal is to kill him. Because they already knew about ghosts. Yeah, they had ghosts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Tyler, they knew about ghosts.
Well, I don't fucking know.
When were ghosts
I wasn't alive then.
Hold on. Siri, when were ghosts invented? Of course they knew about ghosts, Tyler. They all looked like ghosts.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean like they had an intimate knowledge of the spirit world.
You know how I know
Okay.
that they do? Charles Dickens.
I'm going to commune with the spirit. Like, who would they have talked to? They didn't know shit. They didn't even know how to read. So how the fuck do I know if they know about ghosts? Like, you
Wait,
show
was-
them a poster that says wanted ghost, and they look at it and they're like, I have no idea what this says.
I see there's markings on it. Can't make them out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, Papa.
And if no one tells them about ghosts, like if no one like orally tells them about ghosts, they could go their whole life without even thinking about it.
So, what about ghosts do you think would kill the kid?
I think
I
a
don't
New
know.
Like
Age
seeing
ghost
the
would.
film Ghostbusters?
No.
I think a horror movie would probably do
You know
it.
what angle
Oh.
we haven't approached this from? Killing them with laughter. What would a Victorian era child find so gut-bustingly funny that they would die?
Well, it
Look.
would be this podcast, Baseless Claims, which goes up every Friday on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud. You can find it anywhere. And
Wherever
if you
you
show
get your
this
Father,
podcast,
Father, I'm busting a gut so hard, Father, that the number 51 podcast in all of Kazakhstan. I don't even know where that is.
I don't even know if Kazakhstan is real yet. Oh, they're talking about Nathan Fillion and giving fellatio. That's so funny.
Papa, they talked about the sword crime. I love it so much, Papa.
That's the one thing
Papa.
they would be familiar with.
That is the one
Yes,
thing.
yes.
And they wouldn't get why we thought it was like a funny concept to talk about. They would just be like, that's how people die.
That's every day.
They just think we're reporting on like the news.
They're like, yeah, like next thing they know, they're going to be talking about people starving to death, you know? It just happens every day.
I don't think we should take Baseless Claims in that direction.
No, I don't think we should either.
No.
Here's the thing that I really don't like, but I think is probably true, is that they'd probably really bust a gut at Jeff Dunham.
Oh my God, yeah. Jeff Dunham would have fucking crushed it in like medieval times.
And I hate that thought. I really do. But they would have seen him doing the puppeting and been like, oh shit, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
for every puppet but the skeleton terrorist one.
that
Because
one wouldn't land
They
with
would need
them.
context for that,
Yeah.
right? They'd be like, "Why is it speaking this way and has that on its head?" Like they just wouldn't.
and
get
why
it.
is it dead?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's gonna need some
like
context.
fucking Walter, I think its name is, and the fucking purple one. Yeah, no, they would slay a Victorian child.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, how do you relate to a Victorian child though? Like if a Victorian child time traveled to you right now, or you time travel to them, what do you like? What do you say to them? Like you try and find common ground. Like, hey, do you like food? And they're like, yeah, I love it, but I never get it. I'm so hungry.
You could be like, hey, work's a drag, huh?
And they'd be like, yeah, but it's the only thing that keeps my grandmother alive because I
Yeah.
make 1 nickel every month and I use that to buy a piece of bread
This
to
kid's
keep
a
her
bummer.
alive.
Yeah. God, little Victorian children are just bummers, aren't they?
super
They
bummer.
suck.
Honestly, yeah, they are such vibe killers. Hey, this is my
Hey,
Victorian
Timothy,
child,
You suck.
Timothy.
Jesus Christ, Timothy, go to therapy. What is that? What
I don't know.
Papa said just be strong.
I had to bring him with me when I time traveled. He kind of snuck into the ship, and now I'm kind of stuck with him, and he's honestly such a fucking drag. Like, I wish I would have got like a king or at least someone who knew how to have fun. He just keeps asking me if he can shine my shoes.
Hey kid, you want to go get a hamburger at McDonald's? Oh, no, that's okay. Give my shares to someone who needs it more. God, Timothy, you suck.
Oh my God, you can be selfish. It's all about that now.
sells 115 billion with a B burgers a year, Timothy. Do you have any concept of how many that is? You could buy a fucking burger.
Oh, imagine introducing him to the concept of Jeff Bezos. He would be like, that's a witch. He would try to kill Jeff Bezos because he would be convinced that Bezos is a witch. Look at his eye. Look at his eye.
Look, Timothy, there's a huge wealth inequality right now here in America, and Jeff Bezos happens to be at the tippy top of that and owns an absorbent amount of wealth. Oh, you mean like my boss, the factory owner?
I'm familiar with the concept.
I can't afford health care, but he can afford cosmetic surgery at the drop of a dime. Yeah, no, I could relate to that. See, Timothy, now you're kind of getting it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's the only thing you would be able to talk about with Timothy is Bezos. You and him would be on the exact same fucking page. Timothy believes Bezos is a witch and wants to kill him. And you're like, well, actually, yeah, I mean, our culture kind of wants to kill him too.
Oh, I see. Don't tread on me. That makes a lot of sense, Papa.
Oh, nope. Timothy, you were almost there. Okay.
Reel it back, Timothy. Now, I think that this is a good idea for a blockbuster film where it's a Victorian child that does get transported to the future. Now he's in modern day New York City.
Real life New York City?
Mm-hmm. I think it'd be a really funny scene when he goes to a gas station and like drinks like a rock star or something.
Oh boy.
And just goes fucking buck wild, or he
No, that would
tastes
probably
coffee,
kill him.
gets caffeinated, just goes fucking buck wild. That's funny as shit.
You'd see him chug it and like his pupils would just immediately
And his heart would
dilate.
explode.
The people that made Stuber would be so well suited for this one.
I don't even know what that is.
The person that he is like transported to the future with is Dave Bautista.
Oh, no, it's got to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh,
someone.
easily.
Yep. Yes.
We need a summer blockbuster with The Rock. If there's not The Rock in a summer flick, it's not summer. That's why
There's a
this
difference
summer
between
sucks.
a blockbuster and a rockbuster, which sounds very sexual now that I say it out loud.
Okay, this is
He's a sexual man. It's okay.
This is gonna sound kind of intolerant, but I guarantee you it only comes from a place of ignorance. Were there black people in Victorian England at all?
There were.
Okay,
Not in-
just making sure.
Not in the places you
good
would want
way.
them to be.
Yeah, I was gonna go off into a bit about Timothy being like, "Oh, Mr. Johnson, you're very tan."
Oh, no.
That doesn't seem like a
He
good
would look
thing
at-
anymore.
He would look at Mr. Johnson and
Nope, abort! I'm pulling the ripcord.
it wouldn't go good.
That's our safety parachute out of that bit. All right, let's go on to the next one.
Now that we've successfully murdered this old child, can we please talk about how to help you, Tyler?
So, in order to help me, wait, hold on. We're getting a new what? Oh no, I'm just hearing word right now that dun 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 dun. It's the corporate coronavirus update.
Oh, yes.
Oh shit! I forgot
yes.
about this segment.
Hello, folks, and welcome to our newer segment that is kind of maybe ongoing, depending on if we ever get out of this in America. Probably not. I'm not hopeful, but we'll see how it goes. So, the corporate coronavirus update is where we take the ad reads that corporations are putting out in response to coronavirus and just reading them in a very plain way and dissecting what's their goal here. So,
A good move. Why or why not?
I feel like any time a public figure comes out and says anything nowadays, we have to evaluate it with What's the move here? What's their motivation?
Exactly.
break it
The
down.
corporate coronavirus update is to make you aware of just how evil these corporations are, just at their fucking core.
Okay, we get it. You're a socialist.
Our first corporate coronavirus update from today comes from Coca-Cola. Now, Coca-Cola, last time I wanted to include them, but they have to be kind of separated. They got to be a little bit of their own thing because Coca-Cola is the definition of the coronavirus ad. You know those ads. They're all the same. It's an empty street and then like an empty storefront and like a sign that says closed and something like, these are unprecedented times, but we can all get through it together. And then some inspiring music and then, hey, shop at Walmart or some shit.
But like when the inspiring music comes in, it always starts with like an upbeat from a drum kit. So like we're all in this together.
No, it'd be much sicker if it was. It'd be much sicker if they had like an 80s tom drum like drop.
Yeah, just
Yeah, if it was just
driving
like, we
bass.
can all get through this together, and then fucking Phil Collins, that would be way sicker. I'd love that ad. However, I hate the coronavirus ads because they're just evil. So this one from Coca-Cola, I'm gonna read this in a not narrated, inspiring way, just plain conversationally.
Yeah, as intended.
The day the world stopped is the day we found where to go. Lost together, we discovered ourselves again. Hey, Coke, what the fuck does that even mean?
No, that doesn't.
hey, Coke, I know you're trying out this haiku thing, but stop it because it's not
nothing.
good.
That is
You're not a
nothing.
poet. I'm sorry.
Is the day we found where to go. It was almost a haiku.
Ah,
Almost.
damn.
Also, can you read those first two lines for me again?
The day the world stopped is the day we found where to go. Lost together, we discovered ourselves again.
That is gibberish. If your grandparent said that to you, you would admit them to the hospital
Yeah.
for dementia.
And that's also like, we found where to go. No, we know where we want to end up. We have no idea which way to go.
And the other thing is it's like, it's inspiring nothingness. It's like
No.
if you read it in an inspiring voice, it sounds deep. It's just fake deep. It's literally a Warped Tour's band lyrics.
It
Like,
sounds,
they're
it
just,
sounds like it was
"You're
like,
not
I trained an
alone."
AI. I trained
Yeah,
an AI
it's-
to write inspirational words.
Yes, it was an AI that like tapped into like heuristic metadata of like, all right, what words work well in a sentence for marketing? And they just smashed them all together.
It's marketing bullshit, and it only gets worse. We realized the things that matter deserve time. From now on, we're not going to leave anything on our plates. We learned to savor the moments that were always there. What does this have to
does that
do?
even mean?
Also, Coke, you don't produce anything that goes on a plate. You could have said, we always empty our glasses.
No, and it's like an ad of people like cooking meals together and shit. But it's like
Cool. That's a side grade to a Coca-Cola.
that. Yeah, there are glass Coke bottles everywhere in the ad. But
Well,
the
no
thing
shit.
is that it's supposed to be like, oh, people are having meals with their family, but they show a few times what looks like a large gathering, like a party of people, like
shouldn't.
having like a barbecue outside, and it's like, hey, doesn't that kind of go against the whole? Did they all get tested?
Well,
I need to know if they all
Tyler,
got tested.
How many people were in the picture?
Oh, like fucking 12.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if it was
That is-
under 10, then it's fine according to the
No
CDC.
one household has 10 people in it, let alone 12.
19 and counting, Tyler.
Okay. No. Because Child Protective Services took away the first 14. So
That's true.
What was the one lady who had like what was it?
Octomom.
Yeah, Octomom.
Yeah. Well, I hope she's going to have to buy a 12-pack of Coke because, hey, that's a lot of kids. They each get one can. You know, you're probably going to want to stock up, maybe get the 48-pack or something.
You only have 2 left over after the husband and wife then too. So you have to
Yeah.
ration those 2 Cokes out.
Yeah, or you could just go to Walmart and get more. But stay safe, guys.
Or you could kill the kids, put them in the
That's true.
bathtub.
No, it was COVID came and cut their throats. I'm so sorry.
No one knows what no one knows what coronavirus is, so someone like kills their kids and they're like, I think it was coronavirus.
There's like this gaping
gunshot
hole in their
wound.
side. Yeah.
Police officers are like, ma'am, I do not think this was COVID. And she's like, do you know anyone who has COVID? Do you even know anyone who knows anyone who has COVID? Okay, so you don't know.
And then it's just good that he's
Then
like,
you
actually,
just got away
I
with
don't.
murder.
Yeah, and by the time the coroner looks at the body and goes like, yeah, no, this is definitely a gunshot wound, she's already fucking out of the country.
Yeah.
That's just enough time, baby.
And the cop's looking down at the body like, why does this little kid look like a Victorian child?
Though you would have to go to Mexico because the Canada border is closed.
I love the idea of someone like stabbing their husband and then trying to tell the cops like, yeah, I think it was coronavirus. What? What did you just fucking say to me?
It's like, you don't know what it looks like, so don't judge me.
A new symptom of coronavirus is a giant gaping hole in the throat. Did you not know this?
Yeah, the CDC just put it out today. You guys should honestly read up on your facts. You sound a little bit ignorant. Why aren't
Yeah.
you wearing masks?
God, officer, you're supposed to know so much. You're supposed to care for the mentally ill, care for domestic abuse cases, crime, theft, everything else that you're supposed to do as a police officer that we've lumped onto you in a society and given you way too much funding for that you've misused into militarization. But,
Figure out this COVID shit. Also, now on top of to really sell the lie, you have to start wearing a mask and then just like a bulletproof vest and like a neck guard. Like, oh no, I'm just protecting myself from coronavirus because I don't know when it's going to slit my throat.
Yeah. Last week, it shot my neighbor who used to play music really loud in the middle of the night.
when they start doing fashion shows again, I think that one of the themes that they'll do is like 2020, a year in review, and it'll just be people in masks and bulletproof vests. That's pretty thematic.
I mean, I saw something the other day where someone on Instagram that I follow posted them at like a drag show, and the person dancing around was wearing a mask and a face shield. No one in the crowd was wearing a mask, and we're just handing them dollar bills, and it's like, this is evil. This is so fucking
fucked
evil.
up.
Gross.
Yeah, it's just the idea of like, well, they have to protect themselves. I'm not going to protect them. I'm not going to wear a mask and also have my dirty cash. And it's like, for them, they have to do that to make money. But for everyone else, it's just entertainment. Like, haha, dance around for me and potentially risk death.
For clarification, though, a lot of those drag shows actually raise money for something. So there's that, but also still kind of fucked up.
Pretty evil to just go
Pretty
there
evil.
and not
Pretty
have a
evil.
mask. And also
Yeah.
just for them to even have to be open is fucked. But anyway, continuing with Coca-Cola. After we learned to savor the moments that were always there, they never tasted so good. Together tastes better.
Ew.
Together tastes better.
That's a gross sentence.
Dude,
That's your
Together
goal?
Tastes Better is the worst tagline I've heard since Happy Tastes Good with DQ.
Yeah, it's a horrible tagline, and it's also super inappropriate for right now. If together tastes better. Hey, I thought we were all supposed to be kind of, alone.
Yeah, maybe
kinda-
don't publicize that. Like, that's the worst part about these ads. It's like, it's telling you to do the opposite of what you should actually be doing for public health.
Yeah, no, they're just together tastes better. It tastes better. Are you sick of quarantine? Well, being together tastes better. Go do it. Also, we had scientists discover that when you're with someone, you're 4% more likely to buy a Coca-Cola. So go hang out with someone, because then maybe you'll buy a Coca-Cola.
And that 4% will give us about 30 cents more per year, and every fucking penny counts, dude.
So go buy a Coca-Cola right now, okay? And then hold hands with someone and kiss them, a stranger.
Someone you don't know. Just
Kiss
walk
someone
up
you
and
don't know,
smooch 'em.
because together tastes better, and have a Coca-Cola. It's just, hey, guys, that's kind of the opposite message you want to send. Like you tried to do the whole like pull heartstring things with like, oh, here's an empty street and a closed business sign. Together tastes better. Is
What?
it what?
Yo,
What?
dog, that's a 180 from what you were trying to do. And it's irresponsible and stupid. It's just so tone deaf.
The only way that you should be together with someone while sharing a Coke is like one of those FaceTime calls that have replaced parties where you drink yourself silly while on a Zoom call.
Yeah,
That's the only time
do
you should have
that.
a Coke together with someone.
Do that. Don't show people having a barbecue in their backyard all like sipping Coca-Colas. It's like, what's your purpose? What are you trying to say? Like, are you just so desperate that you're just like, hey, give us money for the love
Next
of
thing
fucking
you know,
God?
it's going to be like really high production value, really beautiful shots of like kids coughing on each other and stuff. And it's just going to say, slurp up our brown juice, you sick fucks.
No, you know what it's going to be?
Just throw all pretenses out the window.
It's going to be beautiful shots, kids hanging out with each other, like coughing on one another. And then it's going to say, this back to school season, share a Coca-Cola. And then all the kids running into the classroom and coughing on the teacher and shit. Like, Coke is just going full supervillain.
Kid's going to like take a drink of a Coke and then he's going to look at his friend and let him have a sip out of the same bottle.
Yep. And then they're going to be wiping germs all over the place. And Coca-Cola strongly advises that kids go back to school this fall. Like, just some
I can also
shit.
see a future Coke commercial where they think they're taking beautiful scenery shots of their factory, but it's really just kind of a dystopian nightmare. It's like all in grayscale and all the workers look unhappy, and then the beautiful red Coke logo flies in and it just says consume.
No, what it's got to be is like the Coke factory and there's no workers. It's just all robots now. And it's like Coca-Cola remembers. And then just these huge lists of names just flying by the screen. And the underlying story is that all of Coke's employees died of coronavirus. So they had to replace them with robots.
God, it's kind of fucked up that they're not reporting, you know, the one in whatever people have COVID in America here, because it's like 4 million plus cases, right? Well, there's like 300 million people in America. That's 1 out of 50, dude.
This next corporation is just, it's just fucking goofy. It's not as evil as Coke. It's just kind of goofy.
Oh, it's a lighthearted one. One we can all feel good about afterwards.
Last note on Coke about them trying to, you know, money grub. Hey, Coke, I'm pretty sure you're fine for the next millennia in terms of capital, but go
That's
off,
what I don't
guess.
get. They're so fucking real. Why do they need it? Why do they need constant spending? It's okay. Guys, you just spent probably $2 million on that ad. Why?
Yeah, people don't just forget about Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It's one of those brands that's like, it's like McDonald's. McDonald's never needs to put out another ad in their fucking lifetime because everyone knows there's a McDonald's down the road from everyone. I'm already gonna go there, guys.
Yep.
Although I will say, when I do see a McDonald's ad, I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, no, you just mentioning a McDonald's and how there's one literally right up the road from here. I think when I leave to go home, I'm gonna get some fucking McDonald's.
Damn it. Okay, so that's why they advertise. Shit.
Shit. Never mind. Marketing works. Continue.
We're
Carry
all
on.
just little piggies that slop up that advertisement. So this next corporation, it's just fucking weird. Like, I get they're trying to like stay relevant and do anything, but it's like, hey, why? Hey, why do this?
Is it Quiznos?
No, it's Heinz Ketchup.
Okay.
Yeah,
Another
that's
one of those
right.
brands that really needs to kind of be remembered because it's just fallen out of the public eye.
That's right. I fucking retweeted this.
Yeah. You retweeted a Heinz Ketchup thing, and I looked at it, and I was like, wow, this is a perfect corporate coronavirus update, because unlike Coke, Coke had a plan. Heinz was just like, fuck it, throw anything at the wall. Who wants to win a gallon of ketchup dispensers?
Oh, God.
Like one of those stadium stadium-sized ketchup dispensers.
Yes.
With the little pump on top and everything.
Yes.
Oh, God.
It is a 2-gallon ketchup dispenser that you find in a stadium, and they're like, who wants to win one of these? And it's like, I almost applaud you for how beautifully just unaware this is.
You're forgetting one of the best parts about this promotion that they did. Not only do you get almost a gallon of ketchup in this cool dispenser, you get a coupon for 8 Oscar Mayer wieners. So not only
cool.
Oh, it's
you get the
co-branded. I love
ketchup,
that.
you get the bad hot dogs to go with it, but no buns.
Just like I'm at the baseball diamond, you know?
Can you imagine just eating a hot dog without a bun, just holding it with ketchup dripping all over your hands? You're holding it vertically and putting ketchup all over it. You got ketchup all over your greasy fingers, eating
God.
this wet fucking meat stick.
You wash it down with a big tall glass of ketchup with some ice.
Here's the thing, though, is that when they send this ketchup dispenser, is the ketchup already in it? Because that's pretty gross, because it, like, was shipped to my house, and it's pretty fucking hot out, so is that ketchup
That
just
is
baking
so
in the
That is
dispenser?
pretty gross, yeah.
And ain't no one got a fridge big enough for that.
Fucking love the connotation that someone at Heinz, like corporate, on like the number crunching end was like, dude, one of our biggest sales for the year is stadium ketchup. What the fuck are we gonna do with all the stadium ketchup that we pre-ordered from last year? And some
God.
genius at marketing was like, what if we ran a contest for them? That's how they drafted this
Once
shit
one
up.
person wins it, they're going to want to buy them all.
Why do you need to win it? Plus, it's not even that cool of a thing to
Yeah,
win.
no,
It's
it
not
sucks.
worth any money. It's
Well, I
like,
don't know, Ty. That's a pretty fucking rad thing.
What kind of psycho is going to have a 70.75 gallon thing of ketchup and mention it every time to the people who enter their domicile? Like, yeah, I won that in a Heinz Ketchup contest because I love their ketchup and products so much. Bro, it's a condiment. What do you mean?
also, why?
No, every time anyone came over to your house, you would definitely make them eat something that you want with ketchup. Like they'd walk in and you'd be like, hey, I just got done with some fries. So if you want, because I'm never going to finish this ketchup. Like I need to find it. Please take some. I'll put some in a little baggie for you. Take some home.
Oh, just a Ziploc bag filled with ketchup.
Just loose ketchup.
Here's the thing about like the contest is that, okay, you won 8 Oscar Mayer hot dogs. That's like $2.20 at the grocery store. Like
Good job,
the
dude.
monetary value of what you're winning is not that good.
Yeah, not at all.
But then you just have to make a consistent part of your diet the bunless hot dog with ketchup just all over it. So when anyone walks into your house, you got to have a name for it. Oh, you want a ketchup stick? Oh,
Yeah.
You want this ketchup stick?
You'd have to get creative with those and start like wrapping them in tortillas or like cutting them up
Yeah,
into your
yeah.
salads or something.
Yeah, you know what would be really good with this taco? Ketchup. Here, let me just put this ketchup on your taco because I have so much.
Do you like ketchup with your scrambled eggs? Here, have a shit ton.
Hey, people actually do that.
People actually do that.
I know, and it's gross.
They should be arrested, but I'm pretty sure
Yes.
Tyler does it. So
I don't even eat ketchup. Tori, there's no ketchup in my refrigerator because it's disgusting.
I was just judging based on your look. I don't know.
A much better dispenser would be a Heinz baked beans dispenser.
Fuck yes. That would actually be funny. That is something I would want to win. Just fucking sloppily in my kitchen. Just
You just have a gallon of baked beans and you're just, it'd be so
Yeah.
chunky coming out of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you just it's like a keg stand. It's like a party
Yuck.
move.
No,
you have
no, you
people
did
do
not
keg
just say
stands
that.
with your baked beans dispenser. Chug, 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 chug.
Yo, we gotta get to Tyler's house. That dude's got baked beans on tap.
Then you start fucking choking because you got to the one bacon slice in the entire gallon.
Hey, what do you guys have on tap? Oh, baked beans.
Do you want maple or bacon?
Be careful with the bacon one. It comes out a bit chunky, and the chunks kind of like fly off in every which direction because it solidifies to the actual dispenser hole.
Oh God.
So it just shoots off like after your penis does.
You know, when you
have
get
sex.
a mint chocolate chip smoothie or shake, and you'd get that one chip that goes in horizontally up the straw. That's kind of like that, but with bacon.
Oh my God. That would be fucking fun as shit to have a baked beans dispenser in my house. And I hope to God it comes with some technology that's always keeping it hot.
Yep.
Like it's
Well, you just set it near a
constantly
window
cooking.
so the sun's kind of beating down on it.
No. I want it to be internal.
Yeah, the bottom is metal, and you lay that on a hot plate, and then inside there's one of those like chemistry stir bars, so that it's always constantly moving too, so it doesn't like chunk up.
Hey, let's go to Matt's house. Nah, I don't want to go to Matt's house. Let's go to Tyler's house. He's got baked beans on tap. I'm gonna be the most popular boy in the neighborhood.
Do you have any Bush's baked beans? Get out. Get out right now. It's Heinz or nothing. Get out.
I feel like this is a rich vein. What kind of dispensers do you want in your house?
Well, I think you got them already. Baked beans and ketchup. Breakfast of champions.
No, I don't even want the ketchup. I just want the beans. That's it. I don't need anything else. I'm a simple man. Just give me my beans and I'll be on my way.
Every day you put the bowl under there and just have your. You got your beans.
I put it on my cereal, yogurt, anything. Smoothie? Hey, do you want a bean smoothie? A baked bean smoothie? It's super good. Hey, I put protein powder in this baked bean smoothie. It's super good for workouts.
I'm pretty sure I would label anyone who used baked beans as a condiment as a maniac.
Yeah, or a pedophile.
Hey, guys, I kind of liked baked beans, actually.
I like baked beans too.
Yeah, there's
but not
nothing
enough
wrong
to
with
have a
liking
fucking
baked beans.
dispenser.
It's the fact that you're so into the idea of this baked bean dispenser. That makes me feel like we need to call the police.
I just think it's fucking funny. It's like it's the best kind of like, it's like when people have man caves and it's a really pathetic way of like, hey, come down to my man cave. Yeah, I got this poster of big boobs. Isn't that cool? Look at this poster I have of big boobs. My wife upstairs hates this poster because she's a bitch.
And
now
over
I got-
there,
Yeah.
and over there is a poster of two girls kissing. She also hates that one, but it's my favorite.
Yeah, I like my man cave because there's hot girls down here. For me, it's the exact same concept, but the opposite, where it's just, hey, come into my kitchen, check out this baked beans dispenser. My wife hates it, but I love it. You want some baked beans? Put out your hands.
You gotta make it way more whimsical, though. You gotta be like, ooh, dance into my bean cave. you can pump the magical dispenser. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. And you'll dance around and chant. It'll be like this whole crazy whimsical thing, and everyone will love it. They'll be like, let's go to Tyler's house. He does a song and dance. He dresses like a wizard.
Dude, you gotta see Tyler's Wizard Bean dance.
I hate that you called it the bean den or whatever the fuck you called it.
Yeah, the bean cave. The bean cave.
I hate that.
Which
It's
might also
no.
be a euphemism, but I don't want to like look into that.
Yeah, it sounds like a BDSM room. It sounds like the 50 Shades of Grey room. It sounds like the 50 Shades of Grey like playroom where he puts on his hot denim pants to fuck in.
Oh, these are my BJs, my bean jeans, and I wear them when I eat beans.
Bean jeans. Okay. Hold on. I got it. I've pieced together everything from this podcast.
Give us a through line, T.
We take a small Victorian boy and we give him a pair of denims that have a bean dispenser in the denim pants. Mm-hmm. These are the bean jeans, and you put them on the Victorian boy, and he doesn't know what the fuck to think because he's walking around and everyone's coming up to him with a cup, and he's just got to like squeeze his pant leg so beans come out, and everyone loves it.
Dude, this thumbnail's gonna kick so much ass.
Oh god.
Hey, Tori, have fun.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one to figure out.
Hey,
That'll be
Tori,
the-
have
that'll
fun
be
trying
the-
to figure out bean jeans. We've got no. This is part of the Pod Jeans lineup.
I was
Holy
Yeah.
gonna
shit.
say
Yep,
this is
yep,
the best.
yep. We already got the
fucking
brand
thumbnail
alive,
since
so-
Pod Jeans.
Oh fuck. Okay. God damn it. I always forget that we can't like reference back to shit we've already done. But yeah, pod jeans are the jeans you can podcast in. Bean jeans are the beans you can dispense beans out of.
The beans you can dispense beans from.
This is part of this is the Baseless Claims merch lineup. We're putting out pod jeans, bean jeans. Fuck it, we're the denim crew.
And for one lucky audience member, we will come over and do a full makeover of your house and give you your very own bean cave.
I hate that so much.
There's so many games you can play with loose beans as well. Like you could like air hockey.
A bean cave sounds like a horrible word for a vagina.
Yeah, and there's a lot of fun wordplay to be had where it's like you take one of the beans and you have to try and like see who can like get it to fly the farthest, and you call it, flicking the bean.
I hate this.
There's just a lot of things that we can do around this bean-centric brand.
I hate that one of the most richest veins we've ever struck on this show was fucking baked beans. Like, I fucking hate this show, dude.
This show fucking sucks. No wonder no one shows it to their fucking friends. Because you have to go through so much fucking mental gymnastics to try and explain to your friends, okay, no, but this is how they landed at Bean Jeans.
Yeah, no, dude. They go off on a bit about Heinz baked beans. You gotta listen.
Who wants to show that to a friend?
And they spent 30 minutes shitting on another company who tried to give them topics that were, normal.
I know, we shit on the fucking pod deck for like trying. Honestly, pod deck is probably trying to help us, like, chart a path that's more audience friendly, like wider appeal. But we're like, nah, fuck it. Let's put a bean dispenser in a denim pants
on a Victorian child.
And put it on a Victorian child, have them walk around giving people baked beans. That's fucking funny. Anyone else think so? And the audience is just like, no one else thinks this is funny.
Father, I have gained 5 cents today from handing out these preserved beans from my pantaloons.
We haven't quite figured out the heat resistance though, so it does fucking hurt to walk in.
It does really, really hurt. It does really hurt to wear those.
Yeah, that's why
jeans.
they're specifically reserved for Victorian era boys. They don't feel pain. That's why we send them to the coal mines and chimney sweeps and stuff. They can't feel it. It's fine.
True. So we have to now get a gaggle of Victorian boys to peddle our beans.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's not that they don't feel it. It's just that we don't care.
Ah, that's
true.
It. Yep.
True. And that's the Coca-Cola approach. It's, you might feel it. We don't care. God damn it. Of course no one fucking shares this show. Fucking, how do you explain to a friend, no, listen to this. They talk about beans, but it's actually funny. And every normal human on Earth would be like, no, I don't think I'll listen because I don't find beans that funny. I don't know why you do. And now I'm questioning my friendship with you because that's fucking weird.
Yeah, you have to sneak attack it. Give them a clip where you've edited in like the first 2 minutes of like an Armchair Expert episode, and then it just hard cuts to Baseless Claims. They're like, I was listening to Dax and now beans. What the hell is happening?
Oops. Now it's beans.
Oops, all beans.
Oops, all beans. This is our beanless claims.
Gross. I hated that. Like,
hey guys, I know we talked last episode about different titles for the show. I think Beanless Claims has a lot of leg room.
No. I hard veto that.
Get it? Leg room because we're putting them in jeans.
I
get it.
Hard veto this.
Tori, please. Tori, it's 1v1 right now. I need you. I need your support, Tori.
Look, I'm gonna take the neutral third stance and say we should change it to Bean Boys.
Typical centralist.
Fucking centrist. God damn it, Tori. Look, Tori.
Yeah.
I know you want there to be more than 2 options, but there's fucking not. So you choose the lesser of 2 evils right now. You want beanless claims, or do you want to keep it at boring, baseless claims?
I mean, I do think we gotta switch it. It's time to add some new juice, so I think we're gonna go with beanless claims.
We're gonna go with beanless claims. After 67 episodes of this fucking show.
Look, we got to keep it new and fresh, you know?
Hey, you're just going to drop it into something new because of a one-off bit in an episode?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what to tell you. We got to bring in that bean-centric audience.
I'm going to call you on that hypocrisy because you said earlier in the show that we shouldn't talk about things from previous shows, but if we start calling the show Beanless Claims, every subsequent episode would be referencing this show, which contradicts your mentality entirely.
Tay, you're not understanding that this is Baseless Claims soft reboot. We're now Beanless Claims. We're taking everything in the past and just drawing inspiration from it, but it's not a direct sequel. This is a reboot.
And every episode from here on out will be bean-based.
I hate that.
It's a bean-based entertainment episode for your listening and eating pleasure.
It's Bean's world. We're just podcasting in it.
Oh, my sides. I think I actually not jokingly busted my gut. Ow. Why is this the joke that busted my gut of everything we've ever said? My gut was busted on It's a Bean World, and we're just podcasting in it.
Even the slightest absurdity now just makes us go into fucking stitches because we've all been inside for fucking 4 months.
Oh God, I think Tyler needs a doctor. Tay, I think maybe you should get us out of this episode.
Yeah, I'll call 911, get him into an ambulance that costs like 50 cans of baked beans.
Don't call 911. They're just going to want to steal my beans.
Well, it's anyway. Thank you so much for listening and or watching wherever you may be listening and or watching this podcast. Go ahead and leave us a like, favorite, comment, and or review wherever that's applicable. It really helps the show out, gets us into curated lists, and it gives us stuff to talk about too. If you leave a review or comment, we read almost everything, and it gives us fuel for the next show.
Yeah, if you want to suggest even articles for Swordwatch segments or liquor store reviews, you can also send those in as well. And it also helps if you follow us or subscribe, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. That all really, really helps. And make sure if you want to start your own podcast, you go to www.poddex.com and use code SWORDWATCH, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off your first order. That's www.poddex.com. Use code SWORDWATCH at checkout.
One more thing you can follow us on is Twitter. We all have our own private Twitters, and then Shapeless as a whole has a Twitter account as well. We post clips of the show that are super easily shareable.
Show
Tyler,
this
are
clip
you
to
okay?
your friends. Get good bean humor. Show them the beans.
Tyler's dying for this. He's dying for this, so you are legally required to share that. And Tyler, before you die, do you want to hear the Pod Deck last laugh?
I don't know if I can handle it. Isn't it? Please, just give it to me.
Tori,
just give it to me
this
so
is
I
our
don't...
one and only chance to kill him. Do it. Do it. Do it now.
Which body part do you wish you could detach and why?
I wish I could detach my kidney and fill it with beans. That way I always have beans. Maybe a finger. Just make my fingers beans.
Make my fingers a spoon so I can eat more beans.
Anything to shovel more beans in my body. Don't let them take my beans, Tori.